Good morning everyone, welcome to Yerevan. Today we're going to go on a massive day trip. We're going to go to Garni, Geghard, Lake Sevan and Sevan Geghard Monastery. It's going to be a very busy day and we're going to go with this company right behind us over here. So that's a sign of what the buses look like, because I was very concerned it was going to be a minibus, because we know how I get on minibuses. But it was £42 for both of us for the entire day. It's meant to last from 8 to 9 hours. So come with us and see what it's like.
We're Connor and Livvy, a couple from England in our 20s who are on a mission to travel the world budget backpacking.
We started this new adventure on April the 26th, 2023 and plan to travel around the world for as long as possible. If you've been with us for a while, you would know that last year we backpacked Turkey, the Balkans, Eastern and Central Europe, and that was just the beginning.
We want to showcase the beautiful cultures that we encounter around the world and how at our core we are all the same.
First stop of the tour is the Arch of Charons, and it's got the same namesake as an Armenian poet, but it's got nothing to do with it. And outside the arch it has the last lines of one of his poems inscribed on it. It's because the architect was a really big fan. But anyway, apparently it's got the best viewpoints over Yerevan. You have to agree.
I definitely agree.
And also Mount Arat. Garni Pagan Temple was built in the 1st century by King Tridates I. It's said to be up to 90% preserved, and although the columns look fairly new, that's because they are. The reason they haven't put the original columns in there is basically because there's a risk to safety, but they are dotted all around the complex and you can actually see the original ones, because even like during an earthquake and during various invasions, it was just deconstructed. It wasn't completely damaged, so you could just put them all back together.
If you've never visited this temple but you've been to Armenia or Yerevan and you've watched some of the videos, you might be thinking, hang a minute, I've never seen it but it looks familiar. That's because most of the architecture here in Yerevan and Armenia in general has been influenced by this building.
Such as the Opera House and Republic Square, which is the same but pink. But Opera House is round.
People don't just come here for the temple, however, because right next to it is some of the ancient ruins of the royal palace.
And the servants' quarters and the bakery and the kitchen. There's a bathroom where you can go and bathe, 4 different quarters. It's a very interesting place because the king wanted this as one of his summer residences.
As you're about to see when I walk up there, the stairs are very steep. That's because for gods, this is just a regular step. For normal human beings like me and you, a regular step for a god is 2 steps for us. The view up here is absolutely incredible, and what you're looking at now is Stone Symphony, and it's shaped like that because of the sharp freeze of lava, and right next to it is Azar Gorge River, which provides 80% of the water here
in Yerevan.
So we're getting a bit peckish, so we decided to pick up some of our favourite sweets, sujuk. However, she was like 1,600, so I was like, okay fine, so I gave her 1,000. And then I've given it to her, and then she puts 2 in there and goes, okay, no, 2 for 1,000, I have no change. I was like, no.
Out a purse with tons of change when we refused to like do it.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to. If I wanted 2, and if you didn't have, I would have had to.
Yeah, she said, no problem, you have money.
I was like, nah, I want the change. I only want 1. I'm not that big of a boy. I know I look it, but I'm not going to eat 2. So when
you
you
just lied and said 1,000 because we probably would have paid it anyway.
So when you do come here and you're going through the shops, be careful,
Make
I
sure
guess.
You give the right amount.
Yeah, because otherwise they'll try to sneak you out of an extra 600. What the hell?
Geghard Monastery is on the UNESCO World Heritage List, and also apparently Geghard means spear because legend has it the spear in which Jesus Christ was pierced during his crucifixion was kept right here.
On these grounds there are 4 churches built here, and half the monastery isn't actually visible because it's built in the rocks. It's a very beautiful sight to look at. Not only are the churches beautiful and the monastery itself beautiful, but the nature around us.
Because there's also a bridge that goes over the river that we saw at Garni, so it's absolutely stunning. And also the World Heritage Site has been protected since 2000 because of its heritage. Lavash is made with flour, salt and water, and it's the traditional bread of Armenia. Basically, the underground heat has to be 250 degrees or it will not work. Basically, they roll all the dough out, put a little bit of water on, put it on a special pillow, like slough it on the sides, and it only takes 20 seconds and it's made. You have beautiful lavash.
Eat it fresh and it's amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
It'll probably
I really
go down
like
really well with some soup.
And it's going to be part of our lunch.
To be ready to bake it. So then you are taking and squeezing the dough so it becomes very thin. But later, before baking, you need to make it even thinner, playing with your hands like this and make a very thin layer of dough. Then you are putting it on this pillow, it's called rafada. So on this pillow, and as you can see, she's also spilling some water on it because, as you know, water is making a little bit stickier. The dough is becoming stickier, so it will be better to do some water before baking on the wall. And the final part, my favorite one, when you take the pillow with the dough and just push it with all your strength, just above the oven. 20 seconds and the bread is ready. And for you to understand, the recipe is so simple that actually lavash is some kind of the elven bread from Lord of the Rings.
Lavash, freshly made and straight from the ground.
So after seeing how the lavash is made, we had some lunch with everybody. Everyone just sat down in a big group. There's like 30 of us, so it was quite cool.
It was very good.
We just had some chicken and potato. There was literally 3 items on the menu, and that was the one we chose, so it wasn't
It
too
is
bad.
not included in the price. We will link them down below what tour we went on, but it is not included.
Moreover, in Roman times, the very first Armenian pantheon was some kind of created. So the
Bad doggy. Hey. Hey. Oh.
This one's so cute. The other one's over there. That's the troublemaker. Oh, where's he wandering off to?
Where's your baby going? Where's your brother?
I want to take this one home.
You can't take her away from her mummy.
We have finally made it to our final destination, and I think they saved the best to last, Lake Sevan.
The absolute gem of Armenia. It is absolutely beautiful. It is still quite cold here though, which is why we've got our jumpers on, because I think because of its location up in the mountains, it's just a little chillier than down in Yerevan, but it's a nice break from the heat. But I'm not sure the water actually heats up until July or August, which does stump our plans.
Even for us Brits, we're not going to jump in there just yet.
I mean, I probably still would, but I would rather not get hypothermia anytime soon.
But once these clouds kind of like clear up and it starts to get hotter, this is probably one of the best spots in the whole of Armenia.
It's beautiful, and during the Soviet Union, it was ending up almost turning into a swamp because the water source just depleted massively because they just were not using it to the best of their ability. But now it's seemingly beginning to replenish, but they've still not done it to the highest level that it once was. But it has taken 40 years to reach to this level again.
Speaking of Soviet, I think Olivia is swinging on the most Soviet swing I think I've ever seen in my life.
In the Instagram photos it looks absolutely fine, but then if you look here you get a nice bit of breakage going on, but who cares?
It's really, really beautiful, and there's people that are offering boat rides. You can speedboat. I don't know if you can see just there's people speedboating. So yeah, there's tons of activities to do here. You can drink, you can eat.
Swimming is what I would want to do, but
yeah,
unfortunately.
So we're here. What's the month now?
It is the middle of June.
Middle of June.
Use that for your reference.
So yeah, this is the middle of June, and it's way too cold to
I
swim
think
in.
the water is 15 degrees currently.
This is going to be the end of the video, guys. We really hope you enjoyed it because we enjoyed making it. We are loving our time here in Yerevan so far. It is slowly becoming one of our favourite cities with so much to do at such a good price. The food is great and the people are even better. But please like, subscribe, turn plus notifications on, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys for all your support. Bye.